So somebody's been trying to do some crown chakra magic, and right now they either fucking with a picture. Oh look, I'm seeing in a doll, hex, curse, hex. They fucking with a voodoo doll. Because I just put the cards on the table, and this is what I see poking out, but this is what I feel. They fucking with a voodoo doll and poking it in the eye. I split the deck again. Spiritual violation. Somebody that's bougie and fake, that they need to learn how to detach from my energy. So you up at 3 something in the morning. 3:15 right now. Look, you're caught, you're guilty of feminine energy. That's on the wrong track with the on the right track in the reverse. There's a feminine energy. Or it could be these bitches upstairs, because as soon as I press live, they run out the room. The energy you send in is being returned back, right? But we're going to shuffle this because somebody's sending me spell work right now and they think that I don't know and I don't feel it. And my eye keeps fucking with me. My right eye, they poking a doll in the right eye. I'm their walking karma. Somebody's up right now because they're unable to take what's mine. We're trying to take what's mine. Coming out in the reverse right there. Somebody's up right now at 3 o'clock in the morning and poking on a voodoo doll. Poking on the eye of a voodoo doll to try to see, blind me, to try to blind me. Three, 4, 4, 3, 4, 5. With the power of the Most High Divine in me, I call, reclaim, command all my power and energy, my essence, my aura, my spirit, my soul vitality, my strength, my willpower, voice, creativity, beauty, health, wealth, finance, identity, personal and professional relationships and connections, freedom and all that was drained, harvested, siphoned, and manifested off of my energy that was meant for me, for the better of me, will return back to me, aligned and clean. Now, now, now. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. From every person, place, thing, entity, energy, dimension, device, divination, and situation. In the name of the Most High Divine, the Alpha, the Omega, and Christ consciousness, I stand with the power of God Divine Almighty to bind Satan, the devil, and all of their evil spirits, demonic forces, satanic powers, principalities, along with all the kings and queens, princesses and princesses of terror from air, water, fire, ground, Netherlands, past, present, future, this dimension and beyond, and all evil forces of nature. I take authority over all and every demonic assignment that and function set against me, my mind, body, soul, and all my connections, personal and professional, family and finance and home. I expose all demonic forces as weakened, defeated, terminated enemies of the Most High God Divine, and I stand with the power of God Divine Almighty to bind all and every enemy, seen, unseen, known, unknown, alive and or unalive. Together all demonic, satanic entities under their one and highest authority, and I command these spirits into the abyss of nothingness and never to return again. Make the God of vengeance now shield me within his protective place and punish the wicked for their disgrace. So mote it be. Amen. We're going to see who's fucking around doing spell work at 3 something in the morning. You could probably resonate with my energy, but somebody's sitting there poking on a voodoo doll, poking the eye, and trying to do some crown chakra magic. And oh, earlier, I had a Tupperware of beans that I was trying to hydrate. I was trying to make something and I forgot about them. Anyway, long story short, I had a thing of beans as I was trying to take out of the refrigerator. And as I was trying to take it out the refrigerator, the thing fell on the floor, and half of the beans fell on the floor, half of it in the refrigerator. Then I had to clean it up, a big mess, and I had to clean it up. And then I remember there's a quote, there's a reference, spill the beans. So spill the beans, and it would be, and that it left a big mess on the floor, and also the beans they were kind of smelly, they kind of stunk. Yeah. Look, confirmation, they kind of stunk. So 744. So as I say this could be the energy that's basically attacking me. The beans have been spilled on somebody. The beans have been spilled on somebody and it left a big mess. Somebody's using the doll and now they're poking the doll in the back, in the spinal cord area. Let me tell you something. Yes, I'm going to know what you're doing. You're trying to test the theory to see, now they're poking it in the left hand. They're trying to test the theory. I know what you're doing. I can feel it. But if you think that I'm supposed to be on screen or I'm supposed to be in agony or there's something that's supposed to happen to me because you're poking the doll, it's not going to happen. I'm just going to know what you're doing. Now they poke the stomach. I'm just going to know what you're doing. Look, he's about to run out. They poking, trying to see. Yeah, bitch, I feel it. You're stupid. Anyway. So, somebody's messing with a voodoo doll. Right now. Anyway, like I was saying about the beans. With the beans falling earlier. And this could be the energy that's attacking me. Somebody's beans have been spilled. The beans have been spilled on somebody. Or an energy. And it left a big mess. A big smelly mess. Because the beans stunk. It were kind of smelly. It left a big mess on my floor and in my fridge. And that's a quote. That's a saying. Spill the beans. Somebody's spilling the beans. Or the beans have been spilled. Because the beans were spilt. It fell. No, so somebody ratted or snitched on somebody. So let's see what energy. Who could be attacking me? Who's attacking me? I know it's more than one person, but we're going to start with this deck first. So who is possibly attacking me? We got a scammer, a con artist, a thief, a karmic soulmate, and their ex-girlfriend, a baby mama, and they're my enemy. They're my enemies. So right now, I got a bunch of scammer, con artist, thief. This is a karmic soulmate of mine, and their ex-girlfriend, a baby mama, somebody that I got a baby with. And they're my enemies. And they're up right now at fucking 3 something in the morning using this. Now they're trying to attack my third eye. Using this moon cycle to... Give me 1 second. I don't even care how crazy this looks, but we're going to fix this the proper way. To get it off. Give me a second. You know the song Knock Knock Knocking on Heaven's Door? But I just heard it in my head, knocking, knock, knock, knocking on Hell Gate's door. That's how I just heard it. Instead of the song coming on in my head, knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door, right? The word Hell Gate just popped in my head. Somebody's knocking on the Hell Gate doors. That's where they're gonna go. They're about to be met in the gates of hell. That's what I'm hearing. Somebody thinks that they could blind me. That's why they doing this crown chakra, trying to blind me, literally poke the eye of a voodoo doll. They going ham right now. They poking the shit out of the doll. What you poking? Ah! Am I supposed to yell? Am I supposed to be going crazy right now? Is that supposed to hurt? What are you doing? You hurting yourself by trying to attack me. I'm gonna keep saying this. You hurting yourself for attacking me, whoever you are. And they're not the only ones, because I know some other people are gonna come out. But these are the main people right now. This is the main one right now. That's freaking up. A bunch of scammers, a karmic soulmate, and their ex-girlfriend, their baby mama. Ex-girlfriend that's a baby mama. Somebody they have a baby with. That's sad that an ex karmic soulmate, whether I was with them or not, could be a friend, could be a family member. Could be a neighbor. Your neighbor could be your karmic soulmate. Somebody you work with could be a karmic soulmate. So your fucking child could be your karmic soulmate. Your mother could be your karmic soulmate. I mean, karmic soulmate could be anybody, really. But it's saying ex-girlfriend, so a karmic soulmate and their ex-girlfriend, their baby mama. You up trying to poke at me? Literally. But my spirits is gonna let me know what you're doing. You trying to poke at my eye again? They really trying to blind me. You can't blind me. Could I get some more? Ooh, damn, that came out fast. Look, retribution, payback. Warning. This is a warning. They counterfeit. Wow. Wow, 12th house. A quest for spirituality, Neptune, Pisces. They could be a Pisces. It says self-undoing, solitude, spirituality, secret ending, art, music, dance, afterlife, old age, hidden agenda, compassion, empathy, drug, alcohol, and sacrifice. What I just said. Magic, wow, behind that. I'm going to show you the cards, literally, how they came out, and then liberated behind that. Ruin behind that. Because I'm authentic. A safe zone. Hold on, okay? Let me show you this, okay? How this shit is coming the fuck out. I shuffled the cards. I don't even got to do anything. Let me fix this camera. I'm kind of like not decent. Oh. All right. I'm not putting my tooth in my mouth either, so I don't care. So I'm going to show you how these cards is coming out. I look a hot mess on the camera, but I don't even care. So basically what came out, right, was retribution. That's the card that flipped out when I was shuffling. So I'm getting retribution from these. I'm about to get retribution payback from these scammers, these con artists, these thieves that's in my energy. 1555 as I look up. All right. Punishment for the wrong. Liberation. Future karma. Reap what they sow. They're about to reap what they sow. This is a warning. Caution. They're being warned. They're not paying attention. Okay. They're getting a warning. Alertness. Or I'm getting a warning. Alertness. A forewarning. I'm getting a heads up. I'm getting notice. So this is confirmation that I'm getting a notification from my spirit guides what these people are doing, currently doing. And I kept saying they doing a voodoo doll. They poking my eye right now and been fucking with my crown. I was going to get on earlier when they was fucking with my crown, but I didn't even bother. They started fucking with my eye. And I thought it was maybe there was something in my eye, but I was like, nope, it feels like somebody's poking something. Somebody's poking. And then as I'm talking to you, I feel other pokes on my body. So I'm getting a warning about what this karmic soulmate and the ex-girlfriend is doing. These fake ass, they con artists, thieves. Look, because they counterfeit. They fake. They're a bunch of replicas. And they could be going to jail for duplicating. So this is a karmic soulmate and the ex-girlfriend that was replicating what I was doing. They were copying something that I was doing. They're an imposter. They're a fraud. Imitation. They were imitating me. They're very insincere. They could have also forged some documents or forged something. They're a phony. They're false. They were putting on a hoax, a sham. Their whole intention was to deceive and pretend. Yeah, the spirituality. So they're copying something that I'm doing, my spirituality. So they're copying my videos. So that's what they're doing. They're replicating my videos. Spirituality, the Pisces. And this is a self-undoing for them. They're in solitude, having a self-undoing, a spiritual self-undoing. This is a secrets, holding secrets or secret endings. They're having a secret ending. Okay, they could be a person that, or they could have been copying my art because it says art, music, and dance. So they could have been replicating my art, my designs, whatever I do, because I do a bunch of shit. And we got the afterlife and old age. So they could be aging rapidly. Afterlife, they could be passing away because they had hidden agendas. This is what that says all on this card. Yeah. Compassion. They don't have any compassion, empathy. They was attacking somebody that's compassionate and has empathy. They have drugs and alcohol, so they could be doing a lot of drugs and alcohol and sacrifices. They were sacrificing me. Yeah, with magic. Because magic is behind that. The enemy was trying to conjure something. But I'm being liberated from this. Like again, the liberated lands under freaking retribution. Yeah, I'm getting warnings that they're trying to ruin me. They're trying to cause some type of damage, destruction in my life. But I'm being freed from the bondage. Tradition is contract, a separation. Yeah, a damage beyond repair. They're trying to damage me beyond repair. They're trying to destroy me. They're trying to completely collapse me. And they're also trying to make me bankrupt. So they fucking with my money because I'm authentic. I'm original. And literally this lands under counterfeit. So they're replicating me. I'm the authentic one and they're the counterfeit one. I'm the original and they're the replica and they're replicating me. Yeah, because I'm in my comfort zone. I'm in my 12th house. I'm my subconscious dealing with my spirituality. I'm in solitude in a safe place. Okay, because I'm confident. Yeah, about my career with the 10th house. They're doing magic on my career. My money is coming out. In the house of career, quest for career. Capricorn. Social status. They're doing magic on my social status, my public status. This is on the card. My public reputation, my legacy, my honors, my prestige, my award, my promotion, my fame, my legacy. They trying to do magic so I don't get seen, so they trying to make me have a bad reputation. They trying to fuck up my public status, my social status. It says fame, legacy, employers, government rules, discipline, father, and fatherhood. This is a karmic father figure that's in the government with their ex-girlfriend. Somebody's in the government, father discipline. They're trying to discipline me like they're my father. Fuck out of here. Yeah, they're trying to spoil me. They're trying to spoil this, yeah, a house of sex, transformation. So they're trying to spoil me. With this spoil, damage me. They're trying to impair me. They're trying to make me useless, defective, have a loss of value. This person is someone that overindulges in alcohol and drugs. And they're a person that needs excessive praise. They like to be pampered. Yeah, house of sex. It could be sexually. House of transformation. They're trying to ruin my transformation. It says merging, intimacy, death, transformation, taxes, insurance, bankruptcy, alimony, crime, occult, revenge, bad karma, jealousy, control, merging beyond body and into the soul. Somebody's going to pass away. Somebody was trying to merge with my body. This is revenge. Somebody was trying to do revenge on me. They're getting bad karma because they were jealous, trying to control me. They're part of an occult, committing a crime. Trying to bankruptcy. They were trying to make me bankruptcy over some type of insurance or tax. And there's going to be some type of death. They were trying to cause some type of death to me. And I got Capricorn, Pisces, and a Scorpio. But I'm getting karmic justice. Because they're guilty. And it's going to be delivered to justice to me for their wrongdoings. It's going to be happiness in my life. Because divination, I'm doing divination right now. And I'm getting insight. You see how the cards is coming out? Exactly what I'm doing is coming out in the cards right now. I'm literally getting insight because I'm getting a warning of the fucking spell work that they're doing again. And this is not TikTok where you could ban my video like I was exposing my upstairs neighbors. So this fucking stupid karmic soulmate, ex-girlfriend, baby mama, is up at 3 o'clock in the morning trying to do spell work. Because they up Shik's Creek without a motherfucking paddle, basically. And I'm going to take the energy with the fucking beans falling on the floor. The beans have been spilled. And it's messy. And it stinks. It's a big stinky mess. This shit that's going on. Basically. So, Karma, yeah, shut up and sit down as I spit the deck. They was trying to shut me up and sit me down, but they could not. With that being in the reverse. Because I'm walking karma. And they keep spying on me. They keep coming in my life and leaving. Because they unwantedly, the light is not, they was unwantedly trying to touch me. Touching me without permission. That light is shining bright today. Let's shuffle these a little bit. They practice your craft, destiny, your calling. They were unable to practice my craft. They was trying to practice my craft. They think it's their destiny. They was trying to swap destinies. You can't swap destinies. It's mine. So you trying to copy either my work, my graphic work, or you trying to copy my videos of my tarot readings, and you trying to replicate it. And then be an imposter and pretend to be me. But your true colors is showing that you're trying to be me. That you're trying to practice my craft. That this is not your destiny. This is not your calling, whatever you're doing. So somebody's trying to copy me. And I'm guessing they being exposed that this is not their calling. That they did not have a spiritual awakening. Is in the reverse. Yeah, their true colors is showing still. I split the deck. I'm shuffling. I split the deck again. True colors is showing that somebody is not in the craft that they're supposed to be in, and they did not have a spiritual awakening, with spiritual awakening in the reverse. Somebody's out here pretending like they have some fucking spiritual awakening, and they out here pretending like they're supposed to be on here reading cards or whatever the fuck that they fucking pretending they're doing, which spirituality coming out, replica spirituality. So this is about what I'm doing now, what I do now. This thing right here. Yeah, look, it blew up in their face. That they did not have a spiritual awakening. Y'all see me shuffling, right? It blew up in their face that they did not have a spiritual awakening. Oh, Lord have mercy. What else? We got messing with the dead. They're out here messing with the dead on this first quarter moon cycle. These scammers, these con artists, these thieves. Yeah, but I have, these people don't know, these people don't have any idea how important I am. I must be really fucking special. And they keep reminding me that I must be that bitch. Because you're up attacking me, trying to blind me. And everything is coming out on this table as I'm doing this reading. What I said is happening is coming out on this fucking reading. This is why I like to read my own energy. I don't even know. This is why I don't need to go to any reader to read my energy. Because I can read my energy perfectly fine. It's because whatever I say is actually what's happening. And it's going to come out when I say it. The spirit is going to confirm what I'm saying to be true. And literally what came out on the table was I'm getting retribution payback. People are getting punishment for the wrong that they've done to me. I'm getting liberated. This is future karma. People are going to reap what they sow, or maybe they're going through karma now. And I'm being warned right now. It's a warning. I'm being cautioned about this fucking counterfeit replica bitch ass motherfucker that's been replicating my fucking this shit right here. This my spirituality doing magic. And then I'm being released from this, from them trying to cause me any ruin or destruction, because I am authentic, I am original, and they're the counterfeit, they're the replica. And I'm in a comfort zone, and I'm in my safe place when it comes to my career and my public status. You're doing magic on my public status with divination again, and I'm getting insight through divination. And I'm getting karmic justice, literally. Retribution, liberated, and karmic justice came out. All three of them. Three. If that's not a sign that these people are getting karma and I'm going to be just fine, even though I was a little frustrated today. I'm tired of these bitches. Y'all really don't understand. I'm calm, cool, collective with it. I'm really calm, cool, collective with it. But I'm on that. I want these motherfuckers not to breathe no more type shit. That's how I feel. I go to sleep every day saying to myself, punish the wicked and gut them like a fucking fish. You think I'm joking? I'm not joking. I'm motherfucking the character in Scream right now with the mask that's looking like the Grim Reaper. That calls you and says, I'm going to gut you like a fish. Yeah. Spiritually, I'll be ready to go to sleep. Confirmation. I'll be ready to go to sleep, baby. I'll be ready. I fights the fight with my spiritual team. Let's go. And then I wake up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and ready to fucking get the day going the next day. Because you're not going to continue to come for me spiritually and think that I'm some weak-ass bitch because you're trying to attack me in my sleep. You got to be kidding me. Let me put you onto something just in case you don't know. One, I sleep with prayer every day. If it's not a frequency, and I'm putting you on, I want you to know this is why you can't get into my energy. And you won't get into my energy. And you cannot stop that. You can't fuck that up. And I keep trying to tell you, my crown stay protected. That's why you can't get in. All the time my crown is protected. Even if I don't have this on my head, my crown is still protected. I sleep with prayer. I sleep with a prayer. So what are you doing? You trying to attack somebody that's literally prepared for what I know you're going to do when I go to sleep. For heaven's sake, my upstairs neighbors wait. They hound and they wait like hyenas for me to go to bed, for me to jump in the shower, for me to cook some dinner so they could do something. And you think I don't know? If I know that they waiting for me to go to sleep, you think I don't know somebody that's not even living next to me is waiting for me to rest my head? And they probably think I'm sleeping. That's why you probably think I'm sleeping. You're probably doing this. But no, bitch, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. It's 3:43 in the morning and I'm up cold. Talking about you and the dumb shit that you're doing right now. The both of y'all and anybody else that comes out on this table are a bunch of dumb people. I keep talking y'all. Y'all let me talk shit about y'all and I love it. It's a beautiful thing. Because you allow me to release the frustration that I feel about y'all. I be sitting here quiet, minding my business, but sometimes the bitch just needs to release. Sometimes I need to step into my shadow side and tell y'all, die, bitch, die. I don't give a fuck how you take that. Everything in your life is going to die. Whether it's your money, your financial relationship, or the life, your life itself. Either way, die. You die out of my life. I don't give a fuck however God, the Most High, sees fit. But some of these people that don't want to quit we won't be breathing anymore. That's the fucking shit. How you like my remix, bitch? That's doing too much. You know that? And I did that by mistake, but look, that was on key. You're doing too much. You're messing with the dead. You're trying to end shit in my life. You're trying to make shit end dead in my life. You sending the dead to me? What you think this tarot reading is? What you think tarot reading is? You're talking to the dead. You're talking to spirits that no longer live. So you think that you sending spirits to me is supposed to affect me? They're supposed to be my boogeyman? You over here messing with the dead spirit sending to me? But technically, it's literally letting me know that I have no idea how important I am. You have no idea how important you are. So I must be one special ass person when it comes to messing with the dead, the spirituality, because the dead ain't messing with me. They fucks with me. They don't mess with me. I love my spirit team. I appreciate it. No matter if you are the light or the dark, even if you are a motherfucking demon that's protecting me, if you're protecting me, then I appreciate you, bitch, and I love you. I don't give a fuck who you are. I can't see them, and I can't see my spiritual team, but I love them bitches. You have no idea. I have appreciation for my spiritual team. I would never abuse or use them. Because technically, they have more power over me. And these people that call on them think that they're the ones that have the power. No, sweetheart, you don't. You are being given the ability through an entity, a being that no longer exists, that had the power, that's more powerful than you. You are not the one that has it. And if you come from a family, generations and generations, then it's like, what's that saying? It's in you, not on you. So you trying to send the dead to me? Ooh. I'm still. A masculine energy. It says a karmic soulmate. There's a masculine energy all up in my energy, messing with the dead, that has been out here replicating my work, pretending to be me, with their ex-girlfriend, baby mama, trying to poison me, but I survived the unsurvivable. Learn to detach is in the reverse. Okay? Because they want to stay attached, because they can no longer stay attached to me. This bougie fake person can no longer pretend anymore. They can no longer be bougie and fake. It's in the reverse. Yeah, and they can no longer spiritually violate me with it in the reverse. I'm just plucking from the top. Because everything blew up in their face. That they were trying to make me sick, make me ill, injure me, and that's in the reverse. And this lands under you survived the unsurvivable. They were trying to poison me, making me sick. And they were unable to shut me up and sit me down, with that being in the reverse. Now somebody's about to go to jail. I'm getting my wishes granted. Because my chakras are aligned. And there's a lot of slander, gossiping, talking shit about this. So people are talking shit about this. About this enemy that now wants to be a friend that's trying to come in my energy. And how they did not choose wisely, would choose wisely being in the reverse. About me being a wounded warrior. And them trying to be dependent and clingy on my energy. because I'll be the first millionaire in my family to be rich. And this was all a test, and they failed by causing spiritual warfare upon me. Somebody could have been trying to break in mail theft, trying to make break into my mail. This could be email. This could be my mailbox. This could just be my information, my mind, wherever I get my info. Yeah, and they were unable to cast all type of spells. They was casting all type of spells, and whatever they did, it didn't work. In the reverse, yeah, identity theft. They were replicating me. They were pretending to be me. Now they're not illuminate, be the light and shine. Now they're no longer the light. They're no longer shining. They're no longer the star. They're in the dark. Ooh. Says, look, they doing something, messing with my eye. Someone is on your side. So someone is on my side. Someone's on my side. You know what's funny? I'll get on camera without my tooth, but I won't walk outside without it. I find that so funny. I'm all up on this camera for the whole world to see me with my missing tooth. Ay. Ass backwards. That's funny. Oh well. Well, that's hilarious. I'm on camera with my missing tooth, but I won't go outside without one. I find that funny. Wow. So this karmic soulmate, father figure, fatherhood, somebody, because that masculine energy came out on their baby mama and her girlfriend. Is trying to stay attached to my energy because they know that I'm about to make that money. So they're trying to be dependent and clinging on me because they know I'm going to make that money. Yeah, and they was tested. And they obviously failed. Obviously. And there was helicopters earlier today. Like maybe about, we going on 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm about to say 2 hours ago. Yeah, this was, look, I split the deck. This was a cocky energy. That's materialistic. look at that. I just split the deck. And they're a bunch of snakes that did something for money. Transaction history. Confirmation, even though I just drank something, but look how it's coming out. This masculine energy, this karmic soulmate, this is for money. It was for money. They was materialistic. It says spoiled. They like to be pampered, praised. And they're a snake. It was for money. For money. Materialistic and transaction history. They could have been an exchange of money. Now they're in their feelings. This cocky energy is in their feelings now. They're not so cocky no more because they was kissing ass, being an Uncle Tom, being materialistic, doing sex magic, snakes in the reverse. So they were doing sex magic with their ex-girlfriend, baby mama. And they would have a sister related in the reverse. So they was, and their sister was involved. They could have been exchanging money with their sister. Their sister could have been committing the identity theft. And they bit the hand that fed them, collective. I could have helped this person back in June. I'm not going to take it because it didn't come out. It accidentally fell out. But I could have helped this person back in June. I don't remember helping anybody back in June, but okay. The Mother of Ravens, Supreme Council. So somebody thought that they were the Mother of Ravens, the Supreme Council, or they bit the hand that fed them, the Mother of Ravens, Supreme Council. So maybe I'm coming up as the Mother of Ravens, Supreme Council, and they bit the hand that fed them. Or they could have been being an Uncle Tom energy to somebody that thinks they're the Uncle Tom, that thinks they're the Mother of Ravens. Some type of supreme energy. Somebody thinks they're supreme energy or supreme council of something. Or I could be the supreme council of something. Ooh. They don't like that I'm at peace. So they don't like that I'm at peace. Okay, burdened but not broken. But it's in the reverse. I'm not burdened or broken. It said prayers are falling on deaf ears because they're karmic. So they could be praying now. Because they in messy energy. I did say messy energy earlier, that the spilled the beans, the beans have been spilled, and it was a messy. It left a big mess. Yeah, messy energy coming out. And now they being haunted. Because something they did in January, or somebody could be born in January. We did get Capricorn out here, so somebody could be a Capricorn or an Aquarius. This dream magic is in the reverse. There's been an anonymous tip, so somebody snitched on them. So my confirmation, this is confirmation with what I got earlier. This messy energy with the beans being spilled, that's the big stinky mess. And there's been somebody snitched on them. Anonymous tip came out. Look at that. A karmic woman. About a karmic woman. There's been an anonymous tip about a karmic woman that was scheming. Forming weapons, that was trying to come for me. Forming weapons, so somebody was trying to attack me. Somebody's trying to blind me to a physical attack for my money. Somebody's trying to attack me physically. Yeah, look, this is presently happening. Look, revenge, because they want revenge. Yeah, they in denial. And their mind is blown. Yeah, this organization's mind is blown. And they're a bunch of lames. Doing jar spells. Yeah, on a revenant, on one of the last remaining people who believe in the Most High Divine. The true Most High Divine on top of that. Yeah, they doing shit on my hidden path and purpose. It says they did it for the money. They wanted to show shit's about to get ready. They better get ready because shit's about to blow. I said they did it for money. Yeah, develop compassion. In the reverse, they don't have no compassion. And they were unable to heal with the go heal in the reverse. You can't hide. They out here trying to hide and you cannot. They was out here playing with my devices. Yeah, you know what? That's something else I'm going to mention. I've been calling my son lately. And every time I hear the voicemail was sounding like, you have reached the voicemail. It was sounding like that. And I was calling my son, 4545 as I say this. And I was calling my son's cell phone number. And that's how the voicemail was coming out. Like a whiny, screechy female. You have reached the voice. Like that. And mind you, I'm calling a cell phone. Please tell me when I called the number maybe yesterday or a few days ago, it didn't sound like that. Matter of fact, yesterday. But like 2 days ago, I called my son and that was how his voicemail was sounding. And it was been sounding like that for a minute. And I'm like, yo, that don't sound right. Who the fuck is who? And you have me. I was making fun. I was literally making fun of the voicemail every time I called my son. I'm like, why it sounds like that? That don't sound right. that I called my son yesterday and it went to voicemail. And I'm like, wait a minute. It dawned on me that I didn't hear that squeaky voice. So I had to call it back just to hear, I had to call him back just to hear the voicemail. And it was regular, like normal. So it made me realize that somebody was messing with my phone. So you messing with my phone? You trying to figure out who I'm calling? You fucking with my phone numbers? And then another day, somebody called my phone. They think I'm going to pick up the phone. Nobody really has this number. So if there's a fucking number that calls this phone, I know you're hacking into my shit. So you trying to connect with me, you're not going to connect with me because I know you're hacking into my phone. And obviously I can't do nothing about it then, because if you hacking into my phone, it don't matter how many times I factory reset this shit, you're going to keep hacking into it, right? Because you must be a part of the government. You must have some access to something. So what's the point? Hack away. I ain't hiding nothing. And anything that you try to steal from me on my phone and you try to post it, they're going to know that you stole it. Because I'm talking about it. And then if I go post the same image, how I got it, because I'm not the one scheming on you. I'm the one talking about being schemed on. So you can't even, if you did take anything from my phone, any images or anything, you can't use it. Because now you're going to just incriminate yourself. Even more. I'm not even going to get loud because it's like 4 o'clock in the morning, but yeah. So it blew up in your face and you're mad. And now people are talking shit about you. Blah, 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 blah. Now people are talking shit about you. About how this blew up in your fucking face. How you could not shut me up or sit me down by causing spiritual warfare, trying to steal my identity. But bitch, I'm the authentic one and you're the counterfeit, and I will always be the original and you will always be the fake. And all these spells that you casted in the reverse, you cannot even cast any type of spells. You don't have no magic. You're over here doing sex magic on top of that, and you calling on the dead, and you doing divination. Oh my, oh my, oh my. You trying to make me sick, trying to poison me. And that's another thing too, talking about poison. I'm going to keep saying this. I truly believe the water in the bathroom got lead in it. They're trying to poison us. They're trying to poison our blood with lead. Because I'm getting lead poisoning. That's what it smells like when I turn on the water in the bathroom. It smells like lead. So they're not only fucking with me, they're trying to poison everybody. On top of that. That's how I feel, because that water be stinking when you turn it on. That's not supposed to stink. The water's not supposed to smell like that unless there's something being put in it. And it ain't that fluoride shit. We already know that. The water don't come out smelling like shit unless it's lead. And I got mold in my bathroom. What causes mold in the bathroom? Lead in the water. Hello. So, yeah. So, motherfuckers is trying to poison people with the bathroom, because the water in the bathroom and the water in the kitchen is two different lines. And everybody's line, I don't know how the waterwork line is, but yeah, another one bites the dust. A cousin could be, my cousin could be involved too. It says cousin related. Another one, there's about to be an ending. Another one bites the dust. They're defeated. There's two cousins that pop into mind. There's one cousin, that's my god sister, that I know they stubborn, that talk a lot of shit about me. And there's another cousin that look a little bit like me. So, And the one that look a little bit like me is getting bad. Somebody's getting bad news. The one that look a little bit like me, I remember her asking me about information about how to get into real estate because she knew I was into real estate. And then for some reason, we end up having a mutual acquaintance of somebody that I used to talk to. But he's a DJ. No weapon form will prosper. And I think I messed with him once or twice. And he stopped messing with me because I would get nauseous to men's sperm. I still don't like it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a person that's, I'm just gonna say gives head. I'm not a head giver. Okay. I don't like the sperm. I don't like it. It makes me gag. And when I used to have sex, if somebody would put their sperm on me, I would throw up. I would vomit because I didn't like it. Like, I don't know. I was weird. So, no weapon form will prosper. Somebody's been blindsided. So, yeah. So, that turned him off. That turned him off. He told me that. He was honest. That turned me off. He said that turned me off. Yeah, trap house and files. They trapped in the trap house because there's files being piled up on them. So, he told me that. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Like, it is what it is. I'm not going to change. That's not going to change. The only way it's going to change if it's somebody that I'm supposed to be with. I'm not going to be nauseous to their shit. Somebody's nervous. Because someone was on their high horse and now they're just jackass. So, because their shit is getting rejected or they getting rejected. My top of my lip itching for confirmation because they trying to read me and they can't read me. No, you cannot. Yeah, now they can't fucking think straight because they keep coming in and out of my fucking video. Yeah, because they wanted to be the one. You keep popping in and out of my videos and you can't think straight. Keep watching me. You keep watching and you're about to watch for 2.5 seconds and then you're going to go because you don't like what you hear. You lost the fucking game. You are informant. Okay, your informant said it's over. You mad? You about to go now. See, look at that. I'm going to record. I'm going to have another phone and I'm going to record this screen. So you can see. So y'all can see what I'm saying. I'm going to post it. Yeah, this blood magic is in the reverse. And you trapped in the trap house. Because you cannot read me. You still trying to steady read me. You cannot. You about to be confronted in an inappropriate way. So somebody's about to step to you. Because they all fall down. Because you just made everybody fall. Like I said, the beans have been spilled. And it left a big mess. A stinky, smelly mess of beans have been spilled. And somebody's about to be approached in an inappropriate way. Okay? Because they're getting bad news. That they all fall down. They're coming for me and they all fall down. They're trying to change the plans, but they're still getting exposed. Yes, you are. And somebody's aging rapidly. I did say that earlier. So somebody's aging rapidly and you're getting old because you keep on doing these spell work. Yeah, look, I said aging rapidly, you're rotting from the inside out. Look at that. As soon as you better make peace with imperfection. That's what I just saw. I just literally saw that. Because you wanted to be the one. I'm going to read this whole deck. Look, you're rotting from the inside out. You're aging rapidly because you wanted to be the one. You couldn't live in the present moment. You were unable to make someone pass away. Someone passed away in the reverse. Now you over here lost in the fog. Because the cat is out the bag and the genie is about to be put back in the bottle. And you need to make peace with your imperfections because you're aging rapidly. Yeah, because you cursed your contract. Alright? Because you did something in this past lifetime. And now you're alone. In this childhood energy. Sleeping Beauty in the reverse. You better start making family abuse. You could be related. It said cousin. Related came out. The cousin could be the baby mama, ex-girlfriend that was playing games in the shadows. Attacking a spiritual OG. Look, and it got them aging rapidly. Yeah, this blood magic that they were doing. Wow. Nose itching. They toxic. Yeah, again, with the you can't read me. This person is trying to read me and they can't read me because they're trying to contain my gifts, but you can't. Yeah, your magic has been rendered powerless. You don't got no fucking magic. How many times it's got to come out on a reading? Yeah, ex-boyfriend. So this could be an ex-boyfriend and a cousin. Because ex-boyfriend came out. Karmic soulmate. So this karmic soulmate could be an ex-boyfriend of mine. This fucking ex-girlfriend, baby mama could be a cousin. Because cousin came out. Yeah, they were doing too much. Being karmic pest. And they've been backed into a corner. So I have a cousin yeah, I've been upgraded. So what's telling me is I have a cousin that fucked with an ex-boyfriend of mine and they were doing spell work on me. They all fall down. And they have a baby with this person and they manipulated others to join in on their shit. They're a false prophet. They counterfeit. Searching for information. They're out here searching for information. This stinky, sneaky link. Look at that. It came out. Everything that came out, everything about the beans came out. Anonymous tip, which is spilled. The beans have been spilled, which is meaning somebody ratting, snitching on somebody. It leaving a big mess. Messy energy came out on the table. And look, and the beans smelling. The stinky, sneaky link. This sneaky, sneaky link could be my cousin and they're fucking with an ex-boyfriend of mine. They about to get raided. There's about to be a raid. Because they were hacking. So they were the ones hacking. They were the ones hacking. Yeah, now they're in a black cloud. Because they were rebelling and challenging authority. And look, they're about to let sleeping dogs lay. They doomed collective. This ex-boyfriend and a cousin of mine, because that's what's coming out on the table, or this could be your story. You could resonate with my energy or this energy, but I am reading my energy. Devilish deeds will bring you karma indeed. They up at 3 something in the morning messing with a voodoo doll. Look, somebody was trying to have me replaced. They were trying to replace me. By copying me, you can't replace me. You don't understand how I'm feeling right now. I'm ready to go to sleep because I'm ready to come for you. I'm tired. And I'm glad I did this reading at this time because I'm ready to go to sleep. Again, I threw the deck raid. There's going to be a raid with this. There's going to be a raid on this stinky, sneaky link. You trying to block my throat chakra? Girl, please. That's why you imagining your own funeral ending. You're imagining your own death. Trying to summon shit over here to me. You think you a wild witch? You a wild witch trying to summon shit to me? Archangel protection. Look at that. How it's coming out. But I'm protected, bitch. Yeah. You got no lives. You got a bunch of people who have no lives. Karmic family. My karmic family cousin. So this is my family. An ex-friend and an ex-friend. Or this could be an ex-friend that took an oath. And now they trapped like a labyrinth with no way out. So this is an ex-friend, an ex-boyfriend. Or this could be an ex-friend. Boyfriend don't necessarily have to mean good news. I'm getting good news. It could be a boy that was a friend. Protection. My good news is protected. Somebody was devoted. This ex-boyfriend was devoted to doing what they were doing. Now they're about to reap what they sow. Again, you can't read me. These people are trying to read me. Divination. Somebody brother, not related. I don't know. Could be involved as well. I'm not pulling no more. I was going to pull tarot, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get out of here and I'm going to cut this energy off. You cannot siphon from me. And if you want to keep getting sick, that's fine with me. But you're sick. I know you're sick. Look, I just put the deck boils, bumps, and lesions. You got boils, bumps, and lesions on your body, on your dick, on your private area. It's over. On your face. They too busy running lives to seal their own downfall. That's why I said make peace for imperfection. Yeah, because you were beating your chest on a high horse, but you were beating your chest like King Kong, but I'm a whole Caesar. I'm a smart bitch up in here, up in here. Yeah, you a dingbat energy. Look at that. Wow. There's about to be a confession, more confirmation that somebody is going to snitch. Anonymous tip. Because they cursed their contract. Somebody cursed their contract. And they rotting from the inside out. Somebody is pudrido. Because they were doing necromancy, messing with the dead. Yeah. They cannot take constructive criticism. Yeah, and another indictment charge is piling up. In July, maybe, to this mother related. It says, you have a healing spirit within or around you. Yes, I do. Ooh, and it's the end of the road. Yeah, they was trying to contain my gifts, and it's about to be the end of the road for them. Them trying to contain my gifts is ending their life because they're in childlike behavior. And they over here remote viewing me. Being fucking stubborn. This cousin related. Look, it's saying it. That was trying to keep me trapped in the tower. Like Rapunzel. And banish me. And they're peeping Tom. They just left. They keep coming and going. They're peeping Tom. And they're monsters. They're wicked. And they're on borrowed time. And they owe me money, restitution. And they were trying to freeze my shit by putting me in the freezer. Because they're the ones that have a fear of risk. And I don't. And they up the river, the creek, the ocean without a paddle. They up all the waters without a paddle. Because they were devoted to attacking me. And now they're about to piss themselves. For this blood magic that they were doing. And being a bunch of spiritual spies. And racing against time, they're out of time with that being in reverse. Because they try to have me in this communal trial. They try to put me in an experimental community trial. But that's in the reverse and it didn't work. And now they can't think straight. But I see this popping up in the back. Try to get me fired. So they try to get me fired off my platform. Yeah, secret love affair is getting exposed. This cousin and my ex-boyfriend. And I'm unbothered. I don't care. It's an ex. You're toxic. You were with a toxic ex. You false advertisement. Because you're cold-hearted. You bad. You feel bad. You mad. You're an idiot. You thought I was going to be mad because you were the ex of mine. I'm not mad. Well, why be mad? Everybody that I had in my past were toxic. One of them was beating on me. The other was mentally manipulating me. What did I lose? The other one that I had a super crush on ghosted me. I think that was probably maybe the only one at court. They have court that spiritual spies, they can no longer spiritual spy on me. Blood magic in the reverse, and they're about to piss themselves. There was one that lived overseas that I beefed back in the day. I had like a little freaking, they being humbled. I had a little fucking obsessive crush on him because they wanted my blood to be free. They being humble because they wanted my blood to be free, and they would be in childlike behavior. Somebody's about to step forward. I keep saying somebody's gonna step forward to me, I guess. Because people are learning karmic lessons. Because I've been upgraded. Wow. And they under judgment. I'm not even going to pull no more. Because like everything is flowing. And I'm going to cut it because I'm channeling. As I'm pulling, I'm channeling. I'm not putting no cards on the table. So I'm channeling all these messages in these cards just by splitting the deck. Because all I'm doing is splitting the deck. And taking the little pile that's on the table. And just pulling the cards behind that. And that's the messages. Okay. Yeah, rebelling and challenging authority. They were rebelling and challenging authority. A karmic man, their kid could have run away. A kid could have run away. Her kid could have run away. Somebody's kid could have run away. Because of a karmic man. And it's been made a public display. Nose itching. Alright, so what's coming on this table is I got a cousin. I'm getting hot. I need to take this off for a second. Hopefully nothing crazy happens out here. Let me fix myself over here. So what basically came out on the table is, my nose itching, it's saying that I have an ex-boyfriend, because I don't fuck with bitches. So it says I have an ex-boyfriend. I have an ex-boyfriend, a karmic soulmate. I keep saying it, my nose keeps itching. So definitely confirmation. And a cousin that's related to me. So a cousin, karmic family. So it's a cousin that had a secret love affair is being exposed. So a cousin, my cousin's secret love affair with my ex-boyfriend is being exposed. And it's because it's being made a public display. Somebody thought I was going to be unbothered. They behind the scenes in the shadow doing spell work on me. I'm guessing. Because they know I'm going to come into this money. And they thought they could replace me by replicating me. And because one of them works, and because one of them might work in the system, in the government, they thought that they could do something, this masculine energy. I'm like, what masculine energy works in the government that I fuck with in the past? Because I don't know nobody unless they lied to me about their occupation. But I don't know. So I'm supposed to be in my feelings because you had a secret love affair. You were, so while you was hanging around with me, or this is either you were fucking with him while I was with him, or you decided to fuck with him after I was with him. So you having sloppy seconds anyway, basically, at the end of the day. Hand-me-down. You have my hand-me-down. You thought I was going to be mad because you had a baby. You had a secret love affair with my ex-boyfriend. Had a baby with a hand-me-down that I don't give a fuck about. That I was probably never ever going to get with in the first place because every ex of mine is toxic and they weren't about shit. And the past is the past, but that's the past and I'm over the past. And I wouldn't go back to the past. I keep saying that, y'all don't listen. So, have fun, be free, enjoy yourselves. I'm glad you found love in my ex-boyfriend. Congratulations. May y'all both rot in hell for the love that y'all found within each other. I don't care. And you out here scamming, con arting, and stealing from people. Trying to pretend to be me. You're pretending to be me, copying me or pretending to be me, scamming people, trying to tarnish my name. Is that what you're out here doing? And you're doing it through spirituality? So what you doing? You trying to hit people up and message them? I don't message people for readings. Nor do I do personal readings like that. So that's why I barely even offer it. So if you're out here offering personal readings, that damn sure ain't me, because I'm not even out here pressing people about any personal readings. That's a confirmation with the sirens. You out here pretending to be me, scamming people. Trying to tarnish my name. That's basically what I'm getting. And it blew up in your face. And you manipulated others to join on your shit. So like I said, you ain't the only one. And I'm surprised nobody else came out. But cousin came out, ex-boyfriend came out, a father energy came out, mother energy came out. This is a couple, their father, they got baby mama. So they're parents. That's how unfortunate that is. It's unfortunate that these people are parents. I guess God blessed them to see maybe if they have a baby, maybe they stop and nope. Nope. Maybe if I give them a baby, give them something to love, take care of, cherish, hold, maybe they stop. Nope. Not even the precious gift that God gave them of a child stopped them from attacking me. I hear a name in my head, and I'm not gonna say the name because the name of my head is saying baby something. And I'm not gonna say because I know who it is now. With the name that's in my head, I'm gonna say it, fuck it. I'm hearing baby Mason. Or this person is a baby Mason. I'm hearing baby Mason. I know somebody that had a kid and their child passed away, and they named their child Mason, if I'm not mistaken. And that was an ex, the ex that was not right. So the last two people, besides I'm not gonna say the last two people, but the second and the third to last two people that I encountered in my life, they were a little bit like, they were not right. One put me in a domestic violence situation, and one put me in a mentally, emotional experience. So it could be him, because I remember he cut my hair on the top of my head I remember fucking finding a piece of my head missing, hair of my piece missing on the top of my head, and I noticed it the same day. And I said, did you fucking cut my hair? He said, yeah, he had to admit it because I knew my hair was cut. And he had to admit that he cut my hair, and he told me that he gave it to his aunt. Because out of nowhere, he said, you're the one. And I'm like, I'm the one what? I looked at him like, I'm the one what? I'm the one what? This is also the same ex that told me that he cut his arm because I broke up with him, had me believing that the motherfucker was in the hospital. Oh my God. I'm telling you. Fake tears, fake lies. This is the same motherfucker that tried to pretend like he was some fucking crippled man in a wheelchair to see if I was some type of whore or slut or something. And he got busted in that too. I'm telling you. Yeah, that nigga's crazy. And my dumb ass, he didn't know where I live until my stupid ass, when I was no longer messing with this dude, and this dude decided to get up and walk away from me and go back to his baby mama and do whatever the fuck he was, whatever. And I'm talking about the person that I'm still connected to now, which is an ex-boyfriend, but we are friends now. But that's the story. That's that story right there. He abandoned my ass, decided to go back to his baby mom because he thought I was toxic. But yeah, you were doing the you're the one doing the cheating. You're the one that cheated on me. You was been cheating on me. Anyway, I'm like, I was the rebound. You only got with me to rebound. You trying to make your baby mama jealous. You got her jealous. And that's it. But then all of it, anyway, we're not even going to get into that one. We're going to finish talking about the other one. The other one fucking lied about cutting himself and being in the hospital because I broke up with him. Lied about being a crippled guy. He will only come visit me or want to pick me up at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, like some booty call hours. And then when I would go to his house, his mother, I never met his mother. And supposedly he lived in his house with his mother. And that door was always closed all the time. Yeah. Let me tell you something. Motherfuckers be thinking they doing shit like I'm going to forget my experiences with people. No, I'm not going to forget my experiences. I know shit literally. Like I can picture the motherfucking apartment right now. Okay? So, please. No. So, we got this fucking ex-boyfriend and their baby mama, ex-girlfriend. There's an ex-girlfriend that's a cousin. So, it's an ex-girlfriend. They're exes. It's an ex. They're not even together. My ex-boyfriend and a cousin of mine that got with a fucking ex-boyfriend of mine and got pregnant about a secret love affair and they being exposed and I don't give a shit. And you end up doing magic because you don't want me to know. I already know. And if it is between two cousins of mine, the only ones I could think of is the one that's my god sister or the one that kind of looks like me. And obviously, if you're trying to commit identity theft, you gotta almost look like me for you to do it. And there's only one cousin that I fucking know that we kind of almost resemble each other. Kind of, sort of. She has a fatter nose. Her nose is fatter and her voice is more squeakier than mine. Squeakier and more, I don't know. I don't remember how she sounds, to be honest with you, because that's a cousin that I didn't really chill with. We knew each other, but we really didn't. And I remember this is the cousin that I had a dream about. About the dream about her. She was masked. Her face was masked. But I seen her daughter and her brother in my dreams, and they were twirling around like princesses, twirling around, and she was coming down in like a fucking like sleeping like Beauty and the Beast, you know, Belle when they come down the stairs in the gown. That's how she was coming down in my dreams, but blindfolded. How you gonna blindfold yourself and think I'm not gonna know who you are? And your daughter and your son is in my dreams. The only person that's gonna connect to the daughter and the son is the mother and the sister, which is my cousin. And her name starts with an M. Only the one that kind of looks like me. And then I remember my mother giving me a tablet and her daughter broke that shit. And I knew it was broke on purpose. I felt it. I was like, that bitch broke my shit purposely, her daughter. Purposely. I knew it. I had a feeling. But, you know, I literally just got it. It was Christmas. She was over here. She was over for Christmas or New Year's or something. It was a holiday. And my tablet broke. My Christmas gift broke. So, yeah. So between those two cousins, and I don't know. If it's not my god sister / cousin that slept with an ex and my nose is itching, is the one that I'm thinking about. Just off the back of her asking me about the real estate and her connection with one guy that I used to mess with. That's the same sign as me, actually. His birthday is the day before mine. And she had mutual acquaintances to some people, network marketers that online that I was connected to, which I found strange too. So she ended up popping up with mutual acquaintances of people that I know. And I'm like, how she knows these people? Besides the people from where we grew up at, it's very common. But as far as online people or somebody that I fucked with, how you know this person? They weren't on your friends list before. And now all of a sudden. But then again, this person is a DJ. So that could be why. Yeah, but we got sabotaged. They self-sabotage themselves, these people, because they have a lot of bad habits. Drinking, smoking, gambling. This sorcerer. And I'm about to get some type of confirmation soon about what I'm saying. About these scammers that are scamming online and offline. And they're no god, a goddess, a star. They're a god, goddess, star in the reverse. They're not a god, goddess, or star. And they're not a boss, a CEO, or self-made in the reverse. Yeah, practice your calling and destiny. It's not their destiny. Look, see, forgery. They were forging shit. They were studying your roots, studying my roots. They were studying my roots. Forging, pretending to be me. Look, but ending time is up. Because they want to be caged and suffering from these illusions. But now they praying and repenting because these spells is blocked. Energy don't lie. You keep coming up and down. Community residence. They can live where I live at. This person, somebody can live in my community residence. Or this could be in the past. Community residence. Or they could live in my present community residence. They could live around me now. I saw 12112. Something's being mirrored back. They can live in my community now, currently. This cousin or this karmic masculine soulmate. Or in the past, they lived in my community residence. A dirty cop police in the reverse. Nose itching. This person is the dirty cop police. I said they have something tied to the government. So this is a dirty cop police. Neighbor. Wow. Live in my rich community residence. Dirty cop police. Police. Wow. Murder plot. There was a dirty cop, a neighbor, that was trying to murder plot on me. But they've been guilty, they've been caught. And the energy has been returned back to them. They were attacking a wounded warrior. And I'm protected by light and dark energy. Justice served, liberated, because I continue to stand my ground. And I'm not alone in this fight. They are unable to heal. Tower healing in the reverse. Yeah, because they were trying to break and enter. And now there's no more lies, no more fake news. These crusty, crabby ass need to go heal. And spiritually kicking ass. I'm spiritually kicking their ass. Yeah, hacking happening in the reverse. They can no longer hack in my energy or to the system. Yeah, this copycat wannabe. They can no longer copy me. Yeah, forgery in the reverse now. This soulless being that was trying to unwantedly touch me. Because I'm an empath, a healer. That they couldn't make shut up and sit down, and people are talking about this, about how it blew up in their face, and their wishes are not being granted. Yeah, they were trying to cling onto my energy, and they being exposed. Anyway, I'm done. So yeah, people, that's what they were doing. I done, how long I was on this reading? We got an hour and 20-some minutes. Yeah, this is a corrupted system. They're part of a corrupted system. And that's getting karma. This corrupted system, they're all getting karma. And there's going to be a confirmation soon about this sorcerer and this corrupted system that self-sabotaged everything for their bad habits. Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of talk about this. People are talking about this. Yeah, because there was a lot of blind eye that was being turned. And now these people are going sane. Delusional, because I'm here to bring a change, a positive one. And they were trying to stop that. And I'm not alone in this fight doing this. I'm an old soul, part of the 144. And I'm on the right track. Feminine energy, all up in my energy, did not choose wisely. This enemy that wants to be my friend now, that could be going to jail for spiritually violating me, for casting all types of spells. And there was someone that was on my side. Yeah, protection, being protected from this accident that they were trying to cause by cursing and hexing me. Yeah, I trusted the process. All right, and these hater raiders, they hate and watching me online. Yeah, they live in my community residence, and ending time is up for them. Because something is being illuminated. I'm shining. And this is beyond time. They can't do nothing about this. Noise harassment in the reverse. And the power is in my hand. And that they're a fraud. They were committed fraud. All types of fraud. This was destined to happen. Their downfall. Because they can no longer be. They was in a competition with me. They can no longer be in a competition. Because I don't sweat the small stuff. I brush it off. I'm laughing at this. Yes, I do laugh at this. And I turned this crisis into an opportunity. Yes, the fuck I did. And their plans failed. They didn't expect me to do that. Yeah, wow. Now they're worried about the outcome. Because they're unable to blackmail me now. So they were trying to blackmail me. Yeah, crusty crabbies, gang stalking, they need to go heal. Because they were a bunch of power abusers that can no longer abuse their power with being in the reverse, and they catfishing and stalking. Because I won, they defeated, and they watching me for multiple accounts. All right, because there's no more fake news about them trying to break and enter in my energy or do whatever the fuck they were trying to break and enter on me. Yeah, because I'm being creative, I'm being bold. And then my enemies will be in deep regret for fucking with me or anybody connected to me. Or my money that they were trying to take from me. First millionaire in the family. Somebody was trying to take from me. And they out here being bougie and fake. Yeah. And now they out here sick too. Injured and illness. Anyway, it's saying hydrate. And yes, I need to go hydrate because my mouth is dry. Talking for an hour and 20 minutes. But anyway, yeah, somebody's true colors is showing and they cannot hide anymore. So you think you're hiding, you're not. You're confused because you're shallow, superficial. You did it for money and you fell for the fucking trap. And you were warned, but you didn't fucking listen. Now you're about to have a difficult time ahead because you were a manipulator, didn't have no love. And you put yourself in danger now. Because everybody sees you, they see you. Everybody sees the true you. Now, I heard who knew, because I want to say you, and it sounded like new. And I heard who knew. Who knew? Who knew what? Who knew what? Who knew that I'm tapped in? Who knew that the person that, who knew? The person that was attacking? Somebody could be curious. Who knew? Who would have knew? Some shit. Or who knew? Somebody wants to know who knew? Who knew about this? Somebody could be getting asked a question. Who knew about this? Somebody's going to be getting asked a question. Who knew about this? Anyway, I'm out of this shit. And thank you, energy. Thank you, spirit. Thank you for the message that you give to me. I appreciate you for always keeping me informed. And as for you, you know you can't siphon my energy. You're just going to keep getting sicker. So if that's what you want, by all means, continue. My energy is poison to you. You're poisoning yourself. You were trying to poison me, and my energy is poisonous to you. All you're going to do is get sick by trying to manifest, drain me, siphon off of me, or harvest off of me. So if that's what you want, go ahead. But you're not going to stop my flow. You're not going to make me weak. You're not going to take my vitality from me or my creativity or my thought process or make me forgetful. And none of that. Anything that you're doing, whatever you're doing, I don't know. It don't even matter at this point. But collective peace out, and I'm taking my ass to bed. These people are stupid. Seriously dumb.